Well, hi guys. Only me. Um, it's only me because Harry is busy working. Kim is busy doing something, and I want to get this up. I really want to get this up. You know what's happened or what's been reported today. Um, so let's just get into it, shall we? All right. The amount of videos that are up with this title, "Ding Dong," we all know what it means. Ding Dong, the witch is dead. Okay, Kim has just uploaded a video to her channel that we recorded on the evening of the 7th. So a couple of days ago. I'll put the link below. But we were predicting literally what has just happened. A little bit of lightheartedness to start with. Sometimes I wonder if the people who thought I was crazy the last 2 years are starting to think I actually wasn't crazy, but then I remember they don't think at all. Okay, this is something so powerful because I'm getting ready to move. I was going through some of my old notes, and I came across this from a guy called Dr. Michael S. Heiser. He's a biblical scholar. He's pretty good. He's got his own YouTube channel of the same name. And he said, if you don't remember your real name, no entity, that should be have. I've got a problem with my H on my computer. No entity can have dominion over you in this realm. He said, your name, the name that you go by, is like a firewall, which I thought was quite interesting. And this reminded me of the biblical passage, men's hearts will fail them. He says, this is Michael Heiser, there's a show coming. That's why we're here. Our awakening was done, so we will not be scared. Okay. And then the other thing that he said that I wrote down is consciousness resides outside of the body, just a couple of inches above our head. The 8 is the gate. Get out or return. Like a revolving door, you have the choice to exit or return. Harry and I have spoke a lot about this. Okay, here's food for thought. If I offered you $100,000 to jump from a plane without a parachute, would you do it? I bet you would say no. But what if I told you the plane was on the ground? Moral of the story, know all the facts before you open your mouth. This is Ralph. Ralph is a frog. Ralph is a concept created by you while reading this. When you stop, Ralph ceases to exist. Your attention is the thin barrier between Ralph and the world. I'm scared, says Ralph. Okay, this is probably the most important thing that I wanted to get out there today, guys. Whenever there's a big story in the media, look for the story they're trying to distract you from. We know what the big story is, but don't focus from the death that matters, the death of the currency with the intended switch to CBDC. Um, but first, you need to accept digital ID. Hmm. Um, the the Rothschild owned Economist magazine released these two covers 33 years, 3 months, 3 weeks, and 3 days apart. They told us what was coming. Yeah, if only they knew. Yeah, thanks, David. Okay, most people are familiar with the 17th letter of the alphabet. Apparently, the first, they call them a drop, don't they? Was on October 28, 2017. Very, very important date because from that date to the time of recording this on September the 9th, 1776 days. October 28 is that guy's birthday, and on 1028, Elvis took uh, the walkie on his first birthday. She's passed after 77 years and 7 days after the end of World War II. No, it wasn't World War II that ended on November 11. It was World War One. 77 years and 7 days after the end of World War II. Now, if you've looked at the podcast Harry and I did prior to this one, you'll know that this conference is the 77th conference that's coming up. So there's the 77 again. She was on the throne for 70 years, 214 days. 2 plus 1 plus 4 is 7. And she died at 96, and we know what that is. Now, if you watched Harry and I's previous one, you remember that I spoke about this 1100 because they're trying to hide it in the middle here as being a time. 12:10 local time, 11:10. That's because of the hour difference between GMT and the daylight savings nonsense. Okay, but again, there's no colon. Um, Now these have been coming out today. So if we remove the hour EDT, I don't know what EDT is. We got 33. This is another one. We've got 33. Again, 133. Remove the hour because it's an hour difference there. We've got another reference to 33. And, even here in China, we're not immune from the 33. In Guangdong province, there were 33 new. Yeah. It's everywhere. And of course, we've got this timestamp as well, 1103, which connects to the 311. And the 311 connects back to oh, you know what I mean. Oh yeah, no, I'll get to that. Remember the 311, guys. Remember the 311. This just come up today. Queen Elizabeth toppled off aircraft carrier. Okay, what's been toppling? We've been seeing or hearing about people falling from windows, toppling off windows. Biden toppled off his bike. There's a huge message being here: crash. And these are already in the shops, guys. They're already in the shops. I mean, I've been saying for a long time, and so has many others, Adam on the Illusion, and various others have been saying that we think she died a long time ago. They've just been holding out, and you'll see why. Now, of course, this dude is next in line for the throne, so we're told. That's his. Well, he would call her his wife. I don't even think she's human. But anyway, I thought this was quite funny. 73-year-old man finally gets a job. Yeah. Anyway, this is what I was going to talk about with that timestamp at 1103. You know what happened on this day, guys? And the span from the 11th of March to the 8th of September, 911 days. Can't make it up. London Bridge, 119. And they said the code when she dies is London Bridge is fallen down. Well, here we go. On the day of the funeral, which will be on the 19th, surprise, surprise, 919 inverted 616. Big Ben would chime at 9 o'clock, and then the crown jewels would be cleaned before the coffin arrives at 11. Oh, look, 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. And, again, this is a slide from the previous video. You can see that 119 is connected to 77. And I don't know if you're aware of this, because at the time that Harry and I made our previous video, I hadn't put this together. He resigned on 7/7, right, 7th of July, and he was the 77th Prime Minister. And this is funny. I threw this. I couldn't believe this. I was watching Adam this morning. He said streamline. Oh, yeah, that's when I looked at it. He actually said at the beginning of the video, guys, I'm going to go for about an hour. He'd already done one, and he was clearly tired. He said, I'm going to go for about an hour, but I really want to put this out. But his electric went out. Look at the timestamp, guys, on his video. 7:07, 7 minutes and 7 seconds. I mean, really? Okay, so 9 plus 8, this is when she died, September 8, plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 23. Balmoral is 23. London Bridge is down is 203. And they are both 74. 74 is 11. Or 7 and 4 is 11. And they said if she died in Scotland, it was going to be known as Operation Unicorn. Why do I say unicorn, not unicorn? If you look at the Bible, there is unicorns are actually in the Bible, prefixed by an. unicorn. So an unicorn. Anyway, I digress. So we've got the 90, the 90. We've got the 207. I mean, well, just look at the full reductions. 9999. And then you got 6 in Chaldean, 69. How old was she? 96. Remember this from our previous video? Liverpool beat Bournemouth 9-0. 9-0, 9 like 90. Okay, London and Balmoral 29, 29, 25, 52, 74. We got the 88 there, we got the 31, we got the 23, we got the 142. I mean, the one, what's the 142? Well, if you look at the top right hand corner, 142 in octal is 216, 6 times 6 times 6. And this one, if you look at the middle paragraph, it's thought they timed their journey, after celebrating Meghan's mum's 66th birthday. And then Harry, they go to Frogmore Cottage. Frog? What is a frog? We just looked at Ralph, didn't we? Ralph the frog. Rest in pieces. Yeah. Anyway, please be respectful when talking about the Queen. She was a head of state, a monarch, a mother to multiple, that word, and most importantly, a devoted cousin to her husband. You gotta laugh. This is interesting, guys, because this is from my Australian passport. And all those in Australia, all those in the UK, I don't think it says, it just says Her Majesty in my UK passport, but in my Aussie one, it actually says, it says a name. Request to allow the bearer to pass freely without hindrance. So I wonder if they're going to go, well, can't do that anymore, guys. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. And just remember, while you're freezing to death this winter, a huge amount of public tax will be spent on a ridiculously elaborate funeral. Look at the word funeral. I've said this for years. The word funeral is an anagram of real fun. REALFUN. Real fun. Okay. Thanks to Tim Truth. This is a screenshot I took from his one of his latest videos. Look at the overlaps, guys, between the new normal and the D word. Perfect match in all 4 ciphers. That was a wow for me. And I've just thrown this in right at the end, guys. Somebody posted this in Telegram. I don't know which country it's from, and there was nothing written. It was just this image. And I thought, okay, let's just put it out there and see what's what. And this one as well. There seems to be some underground something or other with a very, very familiar symbol on the gate. Anyway. All right, well, that's where we're at. I'll get this up, and we'll see you in a few days. Love you guys. Take care.